J Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. I appreciate everybody for coming through for this first reaction. I know a lot of people that normally watch me live didn't catch me at my normal regular time, and that's because in my area it's my cable service is out. And so I don't have the internet service, and so I had to delay, and even right now it's still out. But I am using it off of my phone, so try to do what I can to make this work. And while it's fresh in my mind, because what another good episode for Snowfall. And damn, I hate that and we don't see how it all plays out, because it looked like Teddy realized you didn't forked up, right? You didn't forked up. You wasn't trying to listen to nothing when Franklin was saying, let me talk. He's about to give him the lethal injection. Well, don't look like Franklin gonna be trying to hear what you got to say. So that will be interesting to see when the show come back on episode 8. But it wasn't looking too good for Franklin, was it? We know he the star of the show, so we figure he'll be around a few more episodes, at least to the end. But damn, Oso got hemmed up, and damn, man, I mean, literally a few seconds more, and he would be a goner. So definitely came close, and in the end, the KGB saved his ass. So how about that? That's ironic. The KGB trying to take them all down, and he ended up being his savior. So we'll see what happened now that they have both Teddy and the KGB in their grasp. What information will they get? And I'm pretty sure that neither one of them are leaving out of here alive. And Teddy, he had just proposed, and that's how I knew the writing was on the wall for Teddy, because on these shows, as soon as they start to go good, or as soon as they decide they want to do the right thing, that's normally when they die. And so when his main squeeze came up in there with them big sexy legs hanging out, and she put that ring on the finger, said, if you really want it, put a ring on it. I was like, well, that's it for Ted. Look like old Ted's about to have a few problems. So it wasn't looking too good right then. Another thing with this episode, so we see that Franklin is putting together the plan to finally get Teddy, get his mitts on Teddy. And so we see also the only way he could do it is to put himself as bait, to use himself as the bait to lure Teddy out. And so he talked with Louis at Jerome's funeral, well, not the funeral, the reception. And so she on board. They pretty much come up with a plan where she talks to Teddy and says, hey, I got Franklin. And they thought they could meet him up face to face and drop Franklin off, and that's when he would get Teddy. Well, Teddy at the last minute pulled the okey doke switcheroo and changed the plan and wanted Franklin dropped off. Now, in order for it to look good and also made Louis feel better, they roughed Franklin up. He tried to have Scully do it. No, man, they ain't my type of vibes, bro. So Louis gonna punch him. And of course, her little hands, it's gonna take a minute. Even to the point where she had to go ahead and break out the little ghetto windmill on his ass, because I mean, he had to keep screaming at her, hit me harder, come on. I mean, she wasn't about to make him look beat up. Her little hands was gonna break before he looked beat up like he was supposed to look, I guess, for Teddy to be satisfied it wasn't a setup. And so she got a little of that little poison about her system. They dropped him off, and the whole part of the plan to make it work is that Oso got to pop up right before it's too late. And as we saw, Oso, he already was bringing suspicion by kind of being a little on edge the whole time. And so we see that the DEA is a little untrustworthy of him right at this moment, because he ain't really working with them properly, and they starting to think maybe something ain't right. And so while he's getting that phone call from Teddy, because he's already kind of tweaked out a little bit when he was making this other drug deal, and the guys was like, "Who is she?" He like, "Yeah, she DEA. I brought her here to bust us all, man. What are you talking about, man? That's my cousin." So she ain't like that. She is like, that was too close for comfort. So we see also he a little on edge. They a little, on edge as well, not trusting him. So he getting the page from Teddy, and the guy is sitting there looking at Oso side eye, and Oso sweating, calling a couple times. Next thing you know, they realize, okay, you on one, man. The old girl pull up and tell him that his family then bounced. So if they bounce, then what's the problem? You must be getting ready to pull a switcheroo or something. You ain't going along with the plan. They bust him, throw him in the car. Now he ain't going to be able to get there to Franklin in time, which is going to cost Franklin his life. The only thing that saved him was the KGB. Dude is ruthless. He came through, sideswiped them. I don't know how they was all knocked out from that side swipe, but I don't know. Did they show him get shot? I didn't see him shoot him, but they all unconscious from that side swipe. And then he executes old girl. And that's messed up, since we saw that the old man DEA agent was talking about how he like training women agents and he think they so good. And then he done lost 2 female agents. Here come the 3rd female agent he about to lose now. So of course he really gonna be furious and ready for revenge on Oso, Teddy, all of their ass. It ain't gonna be damn near nowhere they can go without this dude ready to hunt. Dog will hunt, so to speak. But anyway, we see that, damn, man, Teddy was about to get medieval on that ass. This dude then pulled out the crock pot, the chemicals, about to make a straight Botox injection. He's about to give Franklin that early Botox, that type that'll leave you real stiff. Leave you no lines. You just be a line, just straight up. He's about to give him that no tox. Just toxic. Teddy was getting medieval on that ass, concocted these chemicals, got a big ass syringe. Was like, look, you just gonna go to sleep. And then the fun starts. Boy, he was putting it right. It was like, this is Franklin leg. He was like right here. That was too close. That's TV right there for you. That's TV, because he would have probably just kept on sticking them if it was real life. But he was right here, there. He heard the noise and stop and look. Like all you had to do was boop. Just push that little boop, boop, boop. And it was over. So that was too close for comfort. And to make matters worse, he had Franklin damn near about to hang himself on his tippy toes, hung by the ceiling. One false move, and you looking like Platt from 12 Years a Slave. Platt. Why you have to do Franklin like Platt? Neck torture. Boy, Teddy folks, them people, they can get medieval on that ass, can't they? We come to doing something to the black man. Anyway, we see that Franklin is still, even though saved from getting that damn Ice Cube lethal injection, getting a little dose of that Easy-E, because he almost got that, we want easy. Next thing you know, they still fighting. Well, they start fighting because Gustavo, when he ties Teddy up, cuffs Teddy, KGB, he like, what do you think I am, a fool? Huh? You think a pinche way? A pinche way? The pinche way. So they start fighting, tussling over the gun. Man, Gustavo bad. I was just thinking, man, he about to do them wrestling moves. He already was showing his little muchachos, the little mask. He like, hey, when they put these on, hey, yeah, I take it, then I go, hey. So I'm like, boy, this is a Saturday night main event up in here, Gustavo. You better go ahead for the DDT, the $1 million dream up in here, the figure four, all of that, the backbreaker. You better take dude out, dude a killer, but I don't know about hand-to-hand combat. And so Gustavo, he sure enough slammed his ass, knocked old KGB out, and got the gun. Franklin, he got the bucket kicked while they was fighting, but he didn't kick the bucket. Bump. Anyway, he got the bucket kicked, so he over here choking, hanging from the damn ceiling like a Christmas ornament in the Klansman's house, looking like one of the racist Christmas ornaments you can ever find, hanging off the damn ceiling. So when Gustavo get the bucket and put it there for him to get up, Teddy like, man, what you doing? What you doing? He's a traitor. Him and his whole family. Like Gustavo give a damn about that. Like, dude saved my life. We almost was cat food. All right? You pinche way. You were going to send me up, pendejo. You have a to do it, pendejo, pinche way. So we'll see, man. But I just got another notification. My dang on internet problems. There's big storms in my area today. So those storms have given my internet provider a lot of problems, so to speak. But I came through. I started not to tonight. I'm like, man, everybody probably left. But that's all right. I'm going to go ahead and break it on now because I was ready. I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Don't trip. Yeah, they had him hanging in front of the American flag. Ain't that something? That's that symbolism right there. Yep. That's what they, yep. That right there is deep on many levels about how they got the man hanging there in front of the flag and what that represents and how that was still going on. And it just, damn, that was deep. Lisa Phillips, you say this whole episode was some BS. I think that it was dragged out. I think this episode was dragged out because, as we see, we didn't see what's going to happen in the end. And I think they could have shortened this up. I think if it wasn't the final season, that they would have, and we would have got a conclusion of whatever was going on. But because of the final season and everybody's running out of room to work with as far as storyline without them bumping into each other and killing each other or getting caught, that I think they dragged this episode out some. Because really not a lot happened this episode. It just took a while. You know, we see Gustavo, his woman finally bounced. I don't know what took her so long. Damn, she loyal. I need to get me a Vato Loco female on my side. She stood by to the end, didn't she? Damn near. Juan Marley, what up? Bad weather in your area? Yeah, it's a lot of bad weather in my area, tornado and stuff. So my internet service is horrible right now. My cable was freezing trying to watch the show. So, you know. All right. Athletic Mind. I can help you with this. Athletic Mind said, am I the only one who was so confused with Franklin's plan? LOL. So Franklin's plan changed when Teddy said drop him off. Because originally Franklin wanted to meet him face to face. And I'm sure he didn't want to be tied up by his feet. That probably wasn't part of the original plan. But when they said leave him there, he'd get up and run away if he wasn't tied up at his feet. So that messed up part of the plan too, because now you really are at Teddy's mercy, and you put your life in Gustavo's hands, which most people, and I'm guessing Athletic Mind, you are just like me and thinking that's a little too much trust. That's a little too close for comfort. That he gonna have me and I'm tied up and nobody's around and I gotta hope your ass get here on time or I'm dead. This plan ain't working. So that's the thing. The plan was changed. Now, even if the plan wasn't changed, it's still, I wouldn't want to do that plan because you're still putting yourself in danger because you got to lure Teddy out using yourself as bait. And I would have tried to figure out some other way to get Teddy than that. I'd have been like, when the next time you meet him, I'll just pop up on y'all. That's what I would have did. But I guess that is more drama for the TV show. But I'd have been like, Gustavo, when the next time you meeting Teddy? Okay, I'll be there. Don't worry about it. Or I'd be like, where's the warehouse? And have people watching the warehouse and things like that. But putting myself tied up for him to catch me with nobody around and all I got to do is hope you get here on time. Hold up. That don't work. That's too much. What if Teddy would have just got out the car and just shot him, got back in the car and pulled off? Damn, that plan sucked. So that was a little too much that I wasn't going to be able to do and go along with. Juan Marley said, yeah, what if Teddy just gave him a headshot while he was tied up? Yeah, what I would have did if I was Teddy is as soon as I pulled up, got out the car, shot him, got back in the car and pulled off. I wouldn't have talked to him, got out, did nothing. So, what's up, B? How you doing, sis? Dame Kenny, what's good, brother? How you doing, fam? You say Louis should have used some brass knuckles. That's a good idea. Louis should have been using some brass knuckles. Yep. Lisa, you say, Lisa Phillips say Louis should have blew Franklin's head off and rolled off with Scully. I mean, that's true. If she really feels the way she feels, was she trying to have honor? I held my word. Now let's go to war. Like, come on, man. You don't give a person a chance to kill you. So if she really want to go to war with him after this, then she's stupid. She should have killed him. Athletic Mind, you say exactly. Teddy could have just shot him, but I get him wanting to have a slow death. Yeah, but then Teddy was about to give him the lethal injection and put him to sleep. So he might as well just shot him. He didn't want to talk. He didn't want answers. He was just going to give him that lethal injection. So you should have just had that made up already and then got there and just stuck him with it then. I ain't gonna have you here, hang you from the ceiling, which that's a lot of work. Trying to pick up and tie up a grown man by the neck and have him hanging on a bucket just so I can come around and then wake you up just to put you right to sleep. So I thought that was a lot of dramatic posturing for television. But if that was something that Teddy would have done as that type of character, Franklin messed up by putting himself in that vulnerable position because it's too many things, way too many things that can go wrong. And it was only one thing that could go right. Gustavo get there on time, which that did not go right. And a few seconds longer, and he'd be a dead man. So let's see. Lisa Phillips, what up? She said Louis had all the power this season. That's why we need Jerome. He would have sealed the deal. Louis be acting soft sometimes. Yeah, I guess you're right. Jerome would have pulled that trigger if it would have been the roles reversed. Louis want to punch him and then go ahead with the hammer fist windmill. Hey, Franklin. Like, come on, girl. What is that? You gonna hit him with the windmill? Really? We windmilling? Like, y'all ass supposed to be mad with all this hatred, and this is what you own. Like, yeah, you should have got them brass knuckles, a lead pipe, or brought some of, we gonna bring some of them pipe head Negroes down, go to work on the homes. We finna get medieval on that ass. You know what I'm saying? So, Lisa, you say everybody took a severe loss except Franklin. All he lost was cash. Yeah, but that's his everything. That's his everything because that's what he worked for. You could also say he lost his father, and who knows what's going to happen with V, because we did see it look like, let me ask you all this. Is V going into labor or is she having a miscarriage? If you think that V is going into labor, put a 1L. All right, 1L if you think V is going into labor. And if you think that it's not labor and a miscarriage, put a 2L. I think that she was going into labor, but it could go either way. She is very stressed. And if he loses the baby, he'll probably lose her because she'll blame him for all the stress and everything. And so I don't know. I think that V was going into labor. I'm interested in what you guys think. 1L if you think it's labor, 2L if you think it's a miscarriage or something to that effect. So, you know, Lisa, you say he didn't care about his dad. He didn't at first, and then they kind of reconnected, and then his dad did some other stupidness. But in the end, his dad dying hurt his mom, which he didn't want. And that's why he kind of came to grips with Alton, because he knew mama loved him and that made her happy. So he wanted her to be happy. So therefore he didn't want Pops to die. But I don't know. Lisa, you think is she in labor? And Juan Marley in labor as well. You say if she lose the baby, Franklin gonna go nuts. I agree. If she lose that baby, Franklin, oh man, I don't know what he gonna do and who he can blame other than himself, and having her stressed and involved in all the stuff that she involved in. So I don't know. But definitely if that baby is gone, we gonna see some, definitely a change in Franklin. I still don't think he's going to live from this show. So I won't say it won't be a change that's going to last too long. But yeah, it's definitely going to hit him. Now, Lisa, that's a good one right here. He say, what you think going to happen to Teddy? The lady going to save him? Good question. Big legs. Damn. Wow. That's a good one. She is the only one who could save Teddy right now, or that CIA guy, but I don't think he care about Teddy no more. And it looked like they about to take Teddy money and be done with him. Teddy was saying the money is gone. So that's a good one. I think that she might have bounced on Teddy. I think she probably leaves. She'll probably realize Teddy ain't coming back or something, and she'll probably dip and run and ghost his ass after she was just talking about how much she loved him and the ring and all of that. And that's what's going to surprise people, is they going to think she was there for him. And I think she was and is there for him, but I think she going to realize, well, look like that's over. Time to move, and she gonna bounce. I don't think she gonna help him, and I think she gonna leave the country. Damn, Teddy, you was trying to get married. Yep, but that's messed up. And it's messed up in the sense that I think she actually really does like Teddy. And I think that if Teddy would have left this alone, gave the money back to Franklin before Franklin killed his dad, I think Teddy and her could have started over, and Teddy could have actually had a real life. But because of Teddy's stubbornness, he missed out on a chance to have a real life. And running around with her, he 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Lisa Phillips, you say Teddy owe her one for saving her. She coming to get him. She owed Teddy because Teddy saved her, true. But she did save Teddy already when he was bleeding out. So she could be like, we even. I saved you. You saved me. I was only in this position to be saved by you because of you. But we're even. We saved each other. You would have died and bled out. Plus, I found all that money and drugs and stuff. I could have bounced and left your ass or did whatever. So I think they are even. Now, will Teddy probably see it that way? He'll be heartbroken. But I don't think he would hurt her or nothing like that. You know, y'all forgot she saved him first, huh? Everybody remembered he saved her, but he would have been dead a long time ago. She patched him up. That's how we met her in this story, is that he was about to die damn near, bleeding out in her house. And so she had to go ahead and help Teddy. I have to help you, Teddy. I wanted to get the money, Teddy, but I need a security. I tell you the code to my lock. Now you had to use it. You had to use it, Teddy. Teddy, you wanted to get into my lock. You want to lock it tight. Okay, Teddy. Let's see what you do, Teddy. All right, I had to put my glasses on, man. It's getting late. My eyes ain't what they used to. But let me go ahead and give this a MOORESCORE before I get up out of here. I appreciate everybody for coming through despite the delay. And I still got power outage with my internet service. So I had to run this off of my phone. So I appreciate everybody bearing with me. And let's go ahead and make this MOORESCORE happen right quick. All right. The MOORESCORE is my rating system. 4 simple categories, 25 points each, give you a total of 100. And you can always drop a decimal point to get that rating of a 1 to 10. So, first, visual cinematography. They always use top-notch cameras. They do make the show look like it's set in the 80s on purpose. With that being said, nothing too unique with this. We did see a couple unique little angles with him tied up, but overall, nothing like mind-blowing. So I will give it a 20 out of 25. Let's see. Next, we have storyline and plot. I think that this storyline for this episode was dragged out a little bit. Not really a lot happened. And I think that they are at the end of the show and trying to make it last, and that's fine. But I'll give it a 15 out of a 25. And it's not because it was bad, but because it was kind of dragged out a little bit. And then special effects, makeup, costumes, not a lot of special effects for this type of show. It's not like it's Star Wars or something like that. And the costumes that they wear is just typical 80s, nothing outlandish. So overall, I would give this a 15 as well. And let's see. Entertainment, fun factor. It was entertaining. I will give it a 20 out of 25. It wasn't nothing that I saw that was mind-blowing, but it was good and on par with the rest of the show, which would give it a total of a 70 for MOORESCORE. And I could say a 75. I give the storyline and plot a 20 instead of a 15. It was on average, but it was dragged out, but average with the show. So not that this episode was bad, but a 75 to a 80, I think is a good rating. And so I give this a 75 on the MOORESCORE. If you say it's an 80, I can understand that. I always give a 0.5 margin, a discretion in either direction. So definitely not a bad episode, just a little dragged out. I mean, it's sad to say, but the show that we've been watching for years is coming to an end, y'all. What's up, Khadijah? How you doing? Lisa, you say why Gustavo didn't leave and let Teddy and Franklin settle it. Yeah, well, I think he still need that money from Franklin, don't he? Did Franklin give Gustavo all the money? So I think that's probably why he probably waited with Franklin for that money. And Lisa say Teddy's still gonna get away somehow, I bet you. In a normal show, I might be with you on that. But since this is supposed to be based on realism and the way that they have written the story to the point where these characters are, I think Teddy can only be dead or in jail at this point. I do not see him getting away. If that happens, they'll ruin the show by ruining the ending. So that girl, what's up, sis? AJ 7.5 is your Mosco. Y'all let me know in the comments what is your Mosco. That girl, thank you so much for spreading love with the super chat. Definitely appreciate it. And you give it a 7.5. You about the same as me. I gave it about a 7.5 to an 8, which is not bad. So it's just not mind-blowingly great. That's all. But it was good. I was entertained. Using the Mosco, I can't give it but so much rating when it's missing certain things. So that's just the type of show it is, though. But normally, the very good episodes, it shines through. So this wasn't bad. Some people may call it a filler. I won't call it a filler, but it definitely is a segue, and it became a 2-part episode when it didn't need to be, I think. But that's because I don't know what's going to happen with the rest of the show. So we'll see. But as of now, I don't know. It didn't look too promising for some of these characters. I'd have liked to have saw it get wrapped up this episode. Lisa, you say Gustavo the fakest one. How you gonna turn on Teddy? Because Teddy was about to turn on him. So I see why you feel that way. Teddy has done a lot for Gustavo. He really has. But I think what messed him up is when Teddy had the bugs planted in Gustavo's girlfriend house, and then he been spying on him. So he like, damn, man, vato, you don't trust me, man, you pinche way. That pinche vato Teddy. You don't trust me, man, after all I do with him. And then we saw the DEA agent talking about his female agent that got killed. Gustavo and Teddy killed her and buried her. And so Gustavo, he ain't like hearing about her missing and dead and how Teddy did her wrong because he got a part in that. She was going to take his ass down. So, yeah, they been through a lot together. And, hey, that's why they say in the criminal world, don't trust anyone. You know why? Because they all criminals. And why would you trust a criminal? So, with that being said, hey, man, it's only but so much you can do. There's only so much you can do. Lisa, what's up, sis? Sorry to keep you waiting, but I appreciate you coming through. You a third shifter. Well, I hope this helped the shift go by a little smoother. And definitely appreciate all of y'all for coming through. I'm trying to come through like the mailman through rain, snow, bad weather, internet, all of that. But, I got a lot that going on, but a lot of things starting to slow down, and I got a lot of plans to crank out some content and things. So I appreciate y'all for sticking with me. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Everybody be safe out there. Deuces. I'm out.